Their purpose, to change the way the world defines and views disability by making profound, positive differences in people's lives every day. Easterseals of Southern California does this and more.
Easterseals is over 100 years old, so we're a legacy nonprofit, and we're the largest nonprofit disability services provider. So people are often familiar with the name, but sometimes they're not quite exactly sure what we do.
What they do is serve people of all ages and on many different levels.
So we're known for our services, autism services, children's services, independent living options, and so forth. But we also do a lot, at least here in Southern California, around the entertainment industry. And that's a way that we've become known to studios and other partners, is through our work to change the way disability is viewed, provide employment opportunities for people with disabilities in entertainment.
Easterseals partnered with Nick Novicki, a touring comedian and working actor who has appeared in Emmy Award-winning shows. He's also on the board of directors with Easterseals of Southern California. Nick tells us what led him to start the Disability Film Challenge.
The majority of my work has been self-driven, with me writing and producing and creating my own content, because I'm 3'10". So early in my career, I was like, if I want to be the romantic lead or a gangster, I got to be in charge of all aspects of my career. Write it, shoot it, create it, produce it. And that led to opportunities for me.
And this is how the Disability Film Challenge was inspired. Nick wanted the same for others in his position. They're now celebrating their 10th anniversary.
In 2017, I partnered with Easterseals Southern California, and it exploded. To date, we've had over 500 films that have been created around the world. And this is people with disabilities taking their career in their own hands.
And this is a 5-day filmmaking competition of short films. It provides filmmakers the chance to be highlighted and screened, possibly worldwide.
We are 1/4 of the population. The CDC just put out a study that said 1 in 4 Americans identify as having a disability. But despite being such a large population, we're not represented in film and TV shows.
So there is a need to get the message out. Every year there is a different theme. This year it's romance, which was revealed at this year's Sundance Film Festival.
Have things worked out? Have they not worked out? Is there something funny? Is there something heartfelt? This is up to the filmmakers. So we're really going to see some amazing films in the romance genre this year.
One producer and actor who's been with Nick since the start is John Lawson.
My involvement started 10 years ago when Nick first started the Film Challenge. And I won the very first year with a film that I made called Hands Down.
The short was more of a comedy, not based on his own situation. At age 30, he was working for a company that painted above-ground water tanks. A freak electrical accident turned his life around in an instant.
I'm an upper extremity double amputee, which is politically correct for, look, Ma, no hands. So I've been a performer my whole life. I started when I was 3 years old playing the piano, and I started taking lessons when I was 4.
Before the accident, John was also acting, so he figured out how to make this a career.
So each year I've put a team together and brought in different actors with disabilities. I've had actors from TV shows, Michael Fowler from Speechless, Jamie Brewer from American Horror Story.
By doing these films, John says he can show the world what people with disabilities are capable of.
The film I did last year, Taco Tuesday, again starred Jamie Brewer, and that film actually was at Cannes. So it was accepted at Cannes, France, and it was in the Cannes Short Film Festival.
And now, with this being a special anniversary, John tells us he will return once again to be in front of the camera for the first time in 10 years.
It gives people an opportunity to interact and see that there's talent, there's availability, and there's actually, disability can be authentically cast in any kind of role.
It's live now. If you go to disabilityfilmchallenge.com, you can register before March 27th for our March 28th to April 2nd film challenge dates. This guy right here.
I've already registered. Register, disabilityfilmchallenge.com.
If you're not a filmmaker, but you're like, I want to support it, it'll show you where you can follow along and see all these great films, because that's the most important thing, is about sharing these films. This is people with disabilities taking their career in their own hands, and you can be a part of that by sharing, by watching the films, and seeing great stories that are authentic and that haven't been seen before and told through the lens of people with disabilities themselves.